Okay, here's just a quick video on installing what is just a random graphic of 3M control tach on a vehicle. I've already got it clean. You want to clean, major dirt off with soap and water, and then any grime with something like I usually use like a glass cleaner, and any grease with an enamel reducer or a thinner that won't harm the paint. Then you take your graphic, figure out where you want to put it, get yourself some nice sticky masking tape, so 2 or 3 good 2 or 3 inch pieces. And there's a couple of different ways to line it up, but I usually fairly evenly spaced along the top, depending on how long it is. Fight with your masking tape. Okay. Always not enough masking tape. So you take your graphic, figure out where you want it. Essentially, if you were trying to center it in this panel, and eyeball it. Say we're putting it an inch above this line. Something like that. Just tag a couple of pieces of your tape, and then you've got it eyeballed in place there. You can measure to see if you're centered. From here, since you got it taped, you can hold it in place, move the tape. I know I got to go over just under a 1/4 inch. Kind of just move it a little bit, tape it back up. So we're just under 8/4. And perfect. Then measure vertically, 1/16, and over 32nd. But this way, pivot it against the other tape, get it exactly where the other one is, tape it back in place, put your extra tape in there, and now what I usually do is start on this side, peel the graphic kind of away and down, and it's hung right in place. Another way we could do it is if we on some longer graphics like this, I like to hang it so the middle doesn't move. But if you have a larger rectangular graphic, it's a little easier. You can tape both ends. Just like this. And then, still taped in position, but you can just get the corner here, hold your squeegee on the end, and just let the graphic cut the tape. It's a little more dangerous in case it wants to rip the paper, but from there, you still, if you're comfortable with doing it, the hanging method might be a little easier. But just nice and keep it nice and taut, and then line the broken tape back up. From there, you got it in place, as long as make sure it's not kind of hanging in an awkward way to throw it off center. You can remeasure it if you want, just to make sure. But if your taping is good, should be fine. You get in a good squeegee. Use the 3M Gold squeegee. But from here, it's not really touching the car. You can see it's kind of tented out a little bit. Usually start kind of a 45-degree angle and just get a notch started in the middle. Now this graphic goes right out to the edge on the one side, And if you have that, you just want to be careful that you don't squeegee off the paper a whole lot, because you can scratch the paint. But with the, I don't know if you can see the crosshatch pattern in the backing shows the air lines. So with this material, as long as you've got a fairly good tenting, and you don't notice any wrinkles coming up, you can usually just push it right down. You want to keep a good angle on your squeegee and make sure that you're not gathering material in any direction. When you get close to the end, it can kind of start to buckle a little bit because you're taking up the slack. But you can take the tape off the end and just push it down. Just be careful when you go off the edges. And then basically all in place. So unless it starts to buckle somewhere, usually just press it right down. You're just kind of working, kind of like a windshield wiper, slowly moving down the thing, just so you're kind of diagonally pushing out the air and making sure that your strokes cover the whole surface of the decal you need applied. And there, let's get it all down. Take your tape off, pull the corner, and peel it off. Nice and slow. Sure, you don't have to go too slow, but it should be on there. And nice and straight. This is kind of a garbage decal, so I got a little bubble in the laminate there, but that's not part of the decal itself. But if you've got a little X-Acto blade or a needle, you can pop that. But in the decal itself, no bubbles. If there's any little worries or little wrinkles from the pre-mask, because this is a little decal, you just push out with your finger. But anyway, like you said, not very expiring as far as the decal goes, but just a random decal installed straight, and it's all basic techniques. You just got to use folding and positioning, just depending on what where you're putting it and how big it is. All right, thanks.